Okay, I think the overlay is fine now. Okay. Okay, sorry. I made my coffee before stream so that I wouldn't have to take a break, and it maybe took a minute longer than I expected. So sorry about that. But otherwise, we are here. I'm excited for today. We're gonna unlock more of those Crystal Tower raids. I don't really know how many there are. I'm just kind of going as I go. But anyways, yeah, I don't think it's very surprising at this point that I'm at the Golden Saucer, but we will go ahead and teleport where we need to go, back to Mordona. I thought that was a pop-up about something I was doing. I'm doing pretty good today, actually. I'm surprised that I didn't feel like too tired to stream. I stayed up very late last night. Almost 6, I think. Not a little past 6. The sun was definitely coming through my window, but that's okay. Okay. So we're just gonna fly on over to where we need to go. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about over like what I've been doing because I was just here last night and I pretty much just ran around on this game and played. Well, took some screenshots and shit. So, Crystal Tower hype. How are you doing, Wallaby? I hope you're having a good day. We're invisible right now, so that's awesome. Really need to work on this computer. Do you have anything else open? Got some one time. Went through my screenshots today. The folder is getting kind of ridiculous. Okay. I think more so it's just a little crowded here. I don't think the blame is wholly. Oh, actually, no. I don't know. I hope my internet's okay. My Instagram was acting a little funny today. Hopefully it was more so an issue with that and my phone, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see, won't we? Suppose we'll see. Suppose we'll see what happens. Doing great. Just ate a ton of pasta. Awesome. I had pasta a few nights ago. How's it going, Ripsu? It's a very cute emote there. I like that. I don't know where it's from, but it's cute. I hope you're having a good day, night. We got our coffee in a fancy glass today, just to make things a little more fancy. I did that last night too, so it's not that special, but that's okay. Alright. All this happened within the tower. Gods preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I'm certain. There exist myriad kinds of void send. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xanday sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. The void scent can enter our world. Instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, I feel so helpless. Poor Sid. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. I don't remember how I said this yesterday, sorry. Getting ready for bed, so I will lurk here for a bit. Awesome, I appreciate that. You have a fun time for the time you're here. And sleep well. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Xande's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. I don't know how many, floors or sections. I'm not sure what the right word is. I'm not really sure how long these go on for, but we're at least going to do the third one tonight. I do want to get some story in, though, so we'll see where it takes us. Raha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you've not been quite yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. He's got a little remembrall in his eye. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eyes rests with Alag. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. That's the spirit. Buddy. I am with Raha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and the bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. Shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Sid's excited. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. Maybe till the next patch, perhaps? When this came out. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. I'll save them yet, Mechanics. Mark my words. Sid is really cheery today for some reason. I don't know how much sleep Sid got, but I wish I got as much as he did. Once I saw the sun coming through the window last night, I was like, man, you gotta go to sleep. Mechanics, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor Une, Doga, and Nero, imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray in Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Xande. But you, Mechanics, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor has sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void scent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached out through a rift and dragged the pair of them and Nero out of a realm. Yeah, I know. It was like last night. I understand it was like I'm just kidding. I just say it to be funny. I understand when you're normally playing this that it was a long ways away. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Xande's orders, and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, The place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heed only those with the royal blood of Alig. It's a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to that elegant tombstone Nero presented us. Vexatious, I like that. During the golden age of Alig, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. They hadn't such a technology. Aemon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait. A vast rift through which the cloud of darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such as a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Xande's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like the one that destroyed Alig. Sounds like a pickle. I feel like I have more important things to do. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all of our news is quite so bleak. If they have good news, they took a while to get to it. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Syracuse's power for our own purposes, and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters, and with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. Here come that boy. Here come that Cid. Euconics, just the woman we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Syracuse Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Muconics. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? It's really just always up to me. I don't know if I asked for that. Is that the fat black chonkabow? Very nice. Animated and everything. Look at that. I love that. I got that mount out of luck a long time ago. Was gifted a code. I love him. Once I unlocked flying and I saw like the cake that he got when he was flying and stuff, that was just so cute. I use him all the time. And his music is so cute. I didn't know for the longest time because I had mount music turned off for a while. Just because I wanted to enjoy the music of all of the zones. I didn't like that I wasn't hearing it, you know? Yes, I love that. Love him. He's like my go-to mount. And it's cool that a lot more people got to get him now with the Twitch campaign. I like that. I wish I'd got to participate in one of the little like Bonkabo gatherings that I saw some servers did. I don't know if I had one anywhere where I could go to, but I just did not know about it. I definitely would have went. It was super cute. Well, Cid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Should we make our way to the Crystal Tower? a lot less quests between this one, it seems. Very cool. Speaking of the Chocobo himself. I really hope this third one goes as good as the ones yesterday. Econics, I bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Syracuse Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. But it should be fine, really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. Love that chunky big black chocobo. The yellow variety of him, that was something from way back in like A Realm Reborn, right? He's cute too. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Raha? Raha. Emperor Xande's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Aleg's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Aleg and civilization had lived on, and a just emperor sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Xande in his ambition. There were those who tried. Xande's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon their people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Aleg. These men and women became beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warrior of light in our age. Warriors, sorry, that was a little self-absorbed for me to read that it's warrior. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Aleg's heart for the kill, Xande lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Xande desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness is coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamud be emptied into Syracuse Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Syracuse was swallowed by the very earth upon which it stood. Sorry. The fourth umbral calamity. I learned of its cause from Une and Doga. I had no idea that the rebellion incited Xande to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allegan history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. It is strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. He's got a lot to figure out in his life. Yes. Ah, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. I reckon when this machine's up and running, we'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius. Just give us the word, and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good. Then let's get started. Let's get started. I think I often don't match the enthusiasm of the characters. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. I don't feel like I bonked my desk there, but I might have. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. It was just last night, but I already forgot how cool it looked. A rift in the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the meat just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open. As will the sons of Saint Konak. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. There's always such a big threat to the world, and they happen so frequently. Which leaves Mechanics. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. Do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades. But you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Doesn't it always? Always ready, though. Sorry. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith that you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. I guess I will be. Might I have a moment of your time, Mechanics? There's a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Sure. Not busy. There's nothing important. I feel like I'd just leave that for long. They don't know how long it's going to be open. Maybe they do, but... But I guess he's expecting this to be possibly the last chance for conversation, so that's fair. I'll allow it. Mechanics, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doka himself admitted. But what? Man, I don't know. In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am of myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change to me. I'm consumed with remembering something. Something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words my father's words echo in my mind, the selfsame ones over his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with Alec. Mayhap what I wish to remember in these words are related, mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own two eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. Allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. World of darkness. Exciting. All right. I suppose I will go into this one blind like I did the rest of them. Don't see why not. I guess I should have asked if anybody wanted to run this. For a queue, but I imagine to most people this is pretty old news. Really pretty here. I get so annoyed when I remember that I can't fly in this little area. Get me out of here, let me fly. It's been a while since I've seen all of this. I want to climb that so bad. It just looks so cool. Oh, jeez, okay. Let's hope we don't mess this one up too much, I guess. Don't know what we're getting into. But I mean, yesterday I died once in the first raid, but everybody like wiped. That wasn't anything I did really. And in the second one, I don't think I died. I don't think. So hopefully this one is just as fun. Queue time was pretty quick though. That's not bad. Just let that be known. I can feel the time that my computer's gonna have with this. Always a good time when it takes forever to load in. That could be normal. Wow, that's pretty. Wow. Wow. I feel like that sounds really sarcastic, but I mean it very seriously. Wow. That's just all I can say at some of this shit in this game. Wow. Okay. Somebody said hopefully this won't go too bad, which kind of makes me think there's a good chance it might go bad. Just like implying that there's plenty to mess up. Oh my god. Wow. The internet is something. Wow. Cannot even dance yet. Wow. Well, you can't do anything about it, I guess. Just gotta roll with it. It should sort itself out in a second. It usually does. Damn. Oh, this is so much worse than it went yesterday, internet-wise. Didn't even see what's happening. I couldn't tell you. Oh, good. Okay. Seems to be sorting itself out now. So terrible. I really did not used to have this problem with my computer. It's terrible. Jeez. I promise I'm trying. Literally can't even see myself dance. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this figured out. Oh, good. My dance didn't do anything. Wow. Sorry, I couldn't tell you why this is running so horribly. They really weren't that bad last night. Whoa. feel like I can do much better than just guess on that one. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry. At least I have like a reflex for avoiding those little like eyeball attacks. Can't think of the word for it at the moment. I don't know what that was. It's taking forever to die though. I don't know if those things lighting up is a good thing or a bad thing, so. Oh, good. I don't know what that was. Interesting. At least it's loading now, which is nice. I can actually see what's happening, but looks like we'll get it either way, hopefully. I did these, I did the first two yesterday. I had someone very helpful in the party actually explaining these things because I have no idea what to do, but I don't know, man. Guess the best I can, I suppose. At least it's loading. I'll be thankful for that. Very pretty. Nice. Cool. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing that this one isn't gonna go very well, but I guess I'm gonna have to start watching guides before these because nobody's really helping. I mean, I said it was new. There's a lot of sprouts here, so it's okay. Oh man, where? Killing her. Wow. Oh my gosh, she died so fast. Oh. I thought that was a little fast, maybe. Really saying like who's supposed to be doing what, so I guess we'll just guess. But you know, it's fun either way. I really like seeing all the environments and stuff. It's awesome. Wow. That's pretty cool. Don't know what that means. Maybe the one that it popped up something about last? I don't know. This poor dragon's just losing all of his heads. I think you have 5 heads, you're like not gonna be like beheaded, but I'll just rest assured in the fact that most of the things that people are asking to do in chat are not something that my thing, so it's okay. I wasn't already afraid to try tanking at some point though. Reeds have definitely not helped that. Ooh, you're in the world of darkness. Yes, I am. It's not going as awful as it could, I guess. I was just talking about how, I can at least rest assured in the fact that all the things that people are asking to be done in chat are not something that is what I can do, so. It does make me afraid of Ting. But welcome in, Auroros. Hope you're having a good day. It is interesting, playing back to back. I like it actually. I think I'm gonna probably add some more days to my schedule soon. What I have going on now is kind of just like a starter schedule to get used to streaming regularly, I guess. Oh no. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Probably could have moved out of that. That's okay. It's almost dead. I'm not that important. Probably should have run away as soon as that dropped, but it's alright. I think after this one, this raid is probably the hardest of the 3. Oh, there's only 3? Okay, well, then definitely after this one. We'll probably get back to some story. Maybe. It's been alright so far, I think. From what I'm gathering from the chat, there's maybe just like some tanks that are annoying people, but that's okay. Alright. I am in B, so I am here. Don't know what that means, but I will stay here. Oh, we have different bosses. Okay. That's pretty easy to figure out. What does that mean? Ah. Let me out of here. Huh. Okay. That's cool. That sounded sarcastic. I meant like the mechanic was like cool. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what it means. Don't be by the marked guy. Oh, okay. Thank you. How do we bounce back up? There we go. Oh, I am that person, so I should stay away from everyone. Don't step on the pink goo unless you're mini. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure I will once I get in here. A adds B belly. Okay, I guess that's what we're supposed to go for. Oh, sorry, I'm tossing out. Oh, no, I'd much rather know. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I'm supposed to go to the belly? I don't know where the belly is. But whatever. Surely hope people know how to do belly. No, I don't. I actually quite specifically said I was new. I guess you get under there? No, that can't be right. Gastric juice, I don't know, oh my god. Open my character menu, that was good. I don't know if I'm reaching, but that sounds like something to do with the stomach, so. Oh, I'm tiny. At least I look tiny. Oh gosh, am I not tiny? Oh man. The Lord will turn you menu that if you step into the pink Google menu, you'll go into spelling. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. I can't tell if I'm mini. I look like I am. Oh jeez, I was not supposed to be doing that. So sorry. Where am I going? Quit targeting it then. I'm not trying to. Ah! What is happening? Oh, okay. I thought the... Okay, I thought the gastric juice was the, pink stuff. Sorry. Ooh. I don't know what happened. Oh, wow. Yeah, didn't know how to do that, but that's fine. I figured it out. Definitely didn't know how to do that, but that's right. Yeah, there, that's what counts. Yeah, when they said belly, that's what they literally meant. That's interesting. Unique, that's for sure. It hasn't went too terrible considering I came in here confused out of my mind, so. And so if there's only 3 in this series of raids, where do the next ones come in? And when should I do those? I'm guessing there were a lot of people that did not know what this meant. So thank you for helping me figure it out. Level 60, cool. I imagine they came with, Heaven's Word then? Yeah. So now what happens? Ooh. Aww. There are so many people that did not know what that meant. Self included. So many dead, wow. So if I've been to the belly, I don't need to go back, right? Because he looks like he's almost dead. Very unique mechanic, definitely kind of confusing. I'm sure I'll see more of it later in the game, but I enjoyed that it was like something to have to figure out. Oh, come on, computer. You can do it. Ooh, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, man, right at the end. That's okay. Goodness, okay. I'm almost going the wrong way. Embarrassing. Certainly could have been worse, so it's okay. Okay, I was like, I get the feeling I'm in the wrong place. I don't see anybody. I would say yes, but I don't know. Do meteors? What does that mean? Always do meteors? Don't be in front of her and kill ads. Thank you. I imagine the meteors are the ooh. Not spooky. I don't know how like far away counts as in front of her, but I'll just keep my distance. That's what I typically do, so. Oh, okay, she moves. Interesting. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah, now I see why you don't want to be in front of her. Thank you. Looking out for those ads as soon as they show up. Oh. I think they got them very quickly. Oh boy. The who should what? Oh. Okay. Trying to get the clouds. Okay. Those are meteors, one person standing each one. Gotcha. It's like they're like pillars type thing, kind of. At least one person, or should nobody else stand in there with them? Okay. Okay, so standing on those slows down the clouds. Cool. Okay, that one's gone. That one's gone. Are there more? Ooh, I don't want to be in front. Oh, yikes, that was so close. My very own fault. Oh. Oh. Feels dead, but that's okay. Oh no, we're not dying, are we? The towers, people ignored. Nice. Man. It looks like we're gonna have to do that again. Maybe. That was really close. Well. That's okay. I feel like I understand what to do, so. Like, I understand what to do. Stand in the cloud, or stand by the, into the clouds. Kill the clouds. Kill her with no clouds. And not everybody just go to one. Spread it out. Okay. I don't know who's not ready, but I think they're out of time to not be ready. Ooh, where was she? I did not see her. She was right behind where I was. Spooky. We held on. That's okay. I'm also trying really hard to not stand in front of her. like some people were definitely in the middle there. I feel like it's going a lot better this time. Hopefully. Come on. Shit. Can't reach the clouds. Yeah. Yeah, it went a lot better that time. Good evening, Bowmage. It was going okay. It got a little iffy at some points, but it went fine. I believe we're all done now, so. Yay! World of Darkness complete. Very nice. I'm like sweating. My goodness, somebody. The healers, goodness. Wish I could remember who. Ooh. I don't think I got the minion, but that's okay. GG, thanks. Wallaby. No minion. Where'd he go? That's cute. Maybe sometime. Hey, look. A commendation. Very cool. Don't know why. Commendation should have went to you guys for explaining things I did not know how to do. But now I feel like I could do most of that pretty comfortably, so very cool. Where in the Seven Hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the cloud aids our cause little. Doga! Hune! Can you hear me? Hero! Don't think they can, my man. Must you be so infernally loud? Are you so keen to attract more void send? Oh boy. Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Halloween. I think the 12, are you alright? Run, 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 run. As alright as can be expected. Renee has simply passed out. Hope so. Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Something. Alas, his wounds were too deep, and allowed this foul place to entry into his body. Now the darkness claws at the aether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. Cloud of Darkness was bound by Xande's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Allegan royalty. The same blood that sealed this contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other Voidsend. The cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Take not my actions for kindness. I have use for you yet in Eorzea, and I simply couldn't let harm befall you here. And again, what a ween. Where? Une, you are safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Toga, there is yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. What are they going to do there if we didn't show up? Mortals. You have dared to challenge me and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here, I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. A little aggressive. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. We strike now whilst the cloud can barely hold her form. Mayhap we can sever Xande's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the crystal tower and this foul place once and for all. Euconix, Raha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here? It's madness. You must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the crystal tower. What is this trickery? Your blood. You too gain protection from Xande's blood. Rahatia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It is a gift you have inherited. Raha, you have been granted authority over the crystal tower. He said, wow. I thought time would consume all of Alleg there was. That a man should still live with his forebears' blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line, and used the highest of Allegan technology to do so. True, the crystal tower is not like to recognize you as Allegan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks a simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray, tell me. You must gain control of the crystal tower. We will share our blood with you, Raha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, it will bolster the Allegan presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill our destiny, your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Alleg. Our part in this journey is to bury Xande's dark ambitions in the past. This was true of the this was the true Une and Doga's purpose, one we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we could not live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero. But do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Toga, Une, I thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Muconix, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, impudent children of light. It looks like we got out, I guess. No, you shall not escape us. Here, Sunday's bloodstained dreams of glory end. Wee. There, the glint of light. We going? These were pretty fun. It grows faint, and the bridge between the realm grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. Well, we should have thought of that, I think. If that light dies, we're stranded here. Hurry. Nero, no, you must move. Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness. I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Green. Do what you will with it. Remember me, son of Alec. I am Nero Tolskeva, the man who will yet outdo Alec and Garland. That was what you hoped to. May the Crystal Tower again be a beacon of hope for mankind. Go, damn you. Getting a little headaches like I have. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. I'm not gonna cough in my mic because that would be very loud, I think. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now onwards. You tell him, buddy. Oof. Oh. You owe me, Nero. The hells I do. Right, if I said any of those really loud, enthusiastic lines of dialogue with my microphone and how it's set up right now, I'm sure it would be very loud. So. You're returned unharmed, thank the gods. When that void gate started to close, I'd never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open. Then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all set... Where are Une? Where are you? Where are Une and Doga? They're not... I see. I will miss the two of them dearly, but I'm happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. It is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted with me their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Raha. Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Now let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. Woohoo! Cute. I understand your instinct, Rambros, but please, give us a moment to rest. I am weary to the bone, and Nero and Muconix are both emerged from a long battle. Of course. You have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell, and repair to St. Konak's find. What do you think of the Crystal Tower story? I thought it was pretty good. I didn't expect it to have so much story, but I enjoyed the story that it did have. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Muconix. Would that I could have been more of use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. Good thing he went, yeah. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery has reminded me of my forebears' dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. I could not have asked for a better comrade. If only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Muconix. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. A wish hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. Now, finally, it's my time to see it realized. Don't know what he's doing, but it sounds important. We'll do a good cheer for that one. I feel like I expected that Joy to look a little more excited. Pretty minimal excitement. That's okay. There we go. Crystal Tower and the mobs in it are from the original Final Fantasy III. Wow. I did not know that. That's actually really cool. I was actually thinking last night, I have a few Final Fantasy games that I own. I just need to get into. I think I'm gonna update my panels and stuff in the coming days and update it with some other games that I want to play soon. I know Final Fantasy 15 is on there for sure. I've started it a few times, but they were on like PlayStation Now, Game Pass, and stuff like that, so by the time I got into them, they were often taken off of those things. At least was the case for PlayStation Now. But anyways, that's definitely on there, and I'm hoping that will kind of branch off into playing some more Final Fantasy games. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? He's not here yet. He's late for the meeting. There he is. Cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, Muconix. And with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the specter of the Alligans. So does this one, go towards another raid? Because we'll probably, just do some story then. Or is it just like an after the fact type of quest? Because I guess we could run through that just to wrap up the story. But either way, before that, we'll be back in just a minute. Just a quick restroom break. It'll take me just a second. We'll be right back. Overlays. Of course. There we go. Okay, you'll want to clear these extra quests. Okay. We'll just go right into those then. It was on the desk. Oh. I trust you've rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there is something we must do first. Let me summon the others. Hear in full what happened beyond the rift. I tell you, like, right now. Though the elegant eye that runs through Raha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology. But who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to Raha gaining Une and Doka's blood. Has Raha said anything? For that matter, where is Raha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Econics, you say Raha stayed behind the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to seal the place off. Master Rambro, Master Rambros. 'Tis Raha Tia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well. Let us go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, Mechanics, please come with me. No doubt Raha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plan to us. I was kind of worried that he was just gonna, like, destroy everything. I don't know, somehow mess things up. I guess we'll see. Excuse me, Simba. If Simba's up here when I'm on this mount, he's always watching the little lettuce, cabbage, always watching whatever is on the cake too, I guess. He's just really interested in that mount. Has a lot to look at for cats, I guess. What in the world was Rahatia thinking? Demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he'll be honest with you, miss. I'm certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Raha? I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No. My apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Une and Doka fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. My father told me the truth has always lain with Alig. Or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Xande's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alig, looking to the crystal tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped its spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the crystal tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alig's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alig's technology to give her blood and memories to whom he trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alig's ardent ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin, but before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all of this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Raha, the crystal tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. We would need technology as advanced as Alig's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Else, we may never fully comprehend them. 'Tis as you say, Sid. We could wait for someone, someday, to reach the same height as Alig, but by that time we would have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Aemon did, and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You cannot mean that. I am deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alligans in knowledge. I will slumber within Syracuse Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it is meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. The future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alig, just you wait. We'll cover all that lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before we come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. You shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes, and forgive our failures. Maybe we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Rumbros. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, Muconix. I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Crawling so much has put me in the mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. got a lot of the, I guess it was one of the first times I got my house when I got my orchestrion player. I got like a bunch of the cheap, like, songs off of the market board. I'm recognizing a lot of the ones from like the earlier raids, which is nice. The crystal tower slumbers again, then 'tis too quiet for my taste. Bye, Sid. Must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I'm here bound to follow. No telling where that went. A new dawn has come for me. Bye bye. Okay. I think I can, pretty safe to say I can get where I'm going, considering how many times we've been back and forth since, yesterday. I thought those were quite nice. I found the fights really exciting. More so, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, more so I think, the only problem I had really was my internet. Not really handling everything that was going on, and the fact that there were like 24 people there all at once. So we're definitely in for some upgrades needed. They keep getting better too. I imagine everything in this game has increased in like quality so much more than, but I feel like I said increased kind of loud. Everything has increased in quality so much more than I was expecting, and I'm not even 2 Shadowbringers yet. So I'm just so blown away by, like, I didn't think things could get much better, and they just keep doing it. We've just missed Sid Muconix. There's much that needs his attention if he's to fulfill Graha's wishes, as it seems. But this is not the end of Noah. No matter how lonely St. Conach's Find has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Raha's beacon. Feeling the crystal tower was but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. I turned off all the Alliance visuals. LOL. Yeah, I should probably do that. You've completed the Crystal Tower quest series by speaking with Lay at St. Conach's Find. You can accept a quest that allows you to trade items obtained by repeating Crystal Tower Alliance raids. Items. Repeating. Cool. Alright. So we did that. Yay! What is this? Oh, that fate, I imagine. Anyways, so I guess for the last hour or so. Thank you. What's this? Oh, that's what I was supposed to do next. Okay. Or should I do this as well? I guess would it make more sense? I don't know. I don't know if that kind of bleeds into the next one. I don't remember. It's okay. We'll just do that whenever we want to. I think that's for a weekly quest. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say we would just worry about it whenever we want to advance to the next raids, but anyways, aside from that, I suppose we'll continue on with what I think is rated all 3 to get a token for upgrading gear at the time. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I think this is the last quest of 4.4, I think, that we have left to do. We left off with one to go since the last one ended with such a long cutscene. Cutscenes, actually. Right back to it, I suppose. I feel like I've apologized so many times for how lost I get in the city. Let's wait for a second. Maybe the NPC has not loaded in yet. Or I could be in the wrong place. Yeah, I think it's up here. Dead. Okay. Been a while since I've seen them. Not really that long at all. Alright. Riage agreed to meet us at the Rising Stones. Any of the others heard the voice. We'll soon find out enough. That was close enough. Good luck. Should get back to the meeting with the Elder Seedseer. But if there's anything else, anything I can do, anything at all, you must let me know, alright? Promise me. We do not promise. Anytime someone says that, we leave them out of the loop entirely. Right, let's be on our way. Let us be about it, Alice. Come on. How am I supposed to be about it? How am I supposed to be about it if no one prompts me? This voice, bear with me while I get the volume, because it hasn't.
God, it's good to see you.
I hope that's okay. Let me know if it's not. We haven't had a voice cutscene in, I guess, since last Friday.
What would that our meeting were under happier circumstances. I judged the voice sufficient cause for concern even before you sent word of its effect on our comrade.
You heard it too, then?
Aye. And all but certainly at the selfsame instant. Alas, pained as I was, I could make little sense of what few words did then reach mine ears.
Who do you think is responsible? Could this be the Ascians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known. Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
Yeah, that's right. He's not doing so good.
To Alamigo, then, without further delay.
Already forgot somehow.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Thou referrest.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not. Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin. Naturally, my suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Indeed, I shall make it my task to.
Oh.
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
I hear it too.
There we go.
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
No. No, this can't be happening!
Oh my god.
Y'shtola! Urianger! Open your eyes! Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something. Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
They're gonna be fine. Just like Thancred's gonna be fine. In my mind. Urianger, where dost thou takest me? In a funny moment. I'm kidding. Not. Kidding. Come on. You guys. I was just teasing. I just told her better get better or there will be hell to pay. Yeah, for sure. In my mind everybody is just completely fine, so it's fine. Forgive me, that was an unseemly display. It happened before your very eyes, my lady. None here would have behaved any differently. We have borne the two of them to a private chamber. But tell me, is it true that Master Thancred languishes in a like state in Alamico? I'm afraid so. Though, given the circumstances, it would seem best to observe them together. I will send word to Lise that he should be brought here. Take heart, my lady. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folk of every persuasion. Someone out there is bound to know what ails our comrades, and how it may be cured. Thus we will root them, no matter what. That we will. Worry? That we will. But first thing is first. Our comrades will have questions. May I ask that you explain the situation to them? I must attend to a private matter. Oh, I promised I'd visit someone in Limenza. He's been waiting at Maelstrom Command for a while now. You know, you should come along too. I think he'd be glad to see you. To Limsa. Ooh, the Aft Castle. Pass it up. Mayhap because they had not showed up yet. There was nobody to pass up. Almost, maybe. There we go. As you probably guessed, it's Gaboot we came to see. The privateer will bring him out to us. Ever since the maelstrom took him in, I've tried to visit as often as I can. And after what befell our friends, I was taken by the urge to visit again. It's difficult to explain.
Here he is, my lady.
Gaboo, it's been too long.
I'm afraid there's been no change. If he can see or hear us, he has given no sign.
Mm.
I see. You're still fighting. I'm proud of you. We promised that we would come and visit you together, didn't we? Alphino and I. I'm sorry that we haven't managed that yet.
I haven't seen Alphino in a minute. Probably since we played as him, I guess.
You know, with the three of us like this, does it not remind you of that night? Of the stars beyond count twinkling in the heavens?
It's been so sad.
Back then. Powerless. But I knew that my brother was close by if I needed him, and that the others would be waiting for me back at the Rising Stones. Not like now. I've seen my share of trouble since coming to Eorzea. Been reminded again and again of my limitations, of how little I can change about this world. And I've come to know the sorrow of parting all too well. But to have the people I hold dear struck down before my eyes, and be powerless to help them, that I cannot bear. No, I don't. You're right. It's pure arrogance to imagine I can solve everything by myself. You'd think I'd have learned that by now. Thank you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Well, that's more than enough brooding for one day. Come on. We have friends to save.
It's so sad, which I mean makes sense, but at least it didn't take us longer to show up this time. Kind of. Let's return to the Rising Stones and take it from there. Thanks again for agreeing to come. It meant a lot to me. You run so fast. Thanks. I have to say I've been there a few times today and yesterday. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna update it on my Twitch schedule, but I did not realize at the beginning of the week which day of the week. My dad's birthday is Wednesday, so I most likely will not be streaming on Wednesday, but I will just move it to Thursday. And then we will do Thursday and Friday back to back. Most likely. I will make sure that's all updated on here. Happy birthday to your dad. I will tell him you said that. Thank you. Back at the Rising Stone. But yeah, I've been thinking up in my head some ways to expand the days on my schedule and the hours as well, probably. Most likely later, not earlier. I'm not going to change the hours I have, I don't think. But however I expand them will probably be later in the day, just because I don't want to do too much earlier, because that gives me some time to get other things done in the earlier half of the day before I stream. I did some thinking on the way back, and I think Hori is right. We need to seek outside help. Ordinarily, we would turn to our own experts on such matters. They're both among the stricken. I will begin by reaching out to the myriad guilds and research institutions here in Eorzea. Additionally, Grandfather and Menfilia had a wealth of connections between them, and I mean to explore those avenues too. We'll find a way to save everyone, mark my words. Much and more has happened in recent days. Some of it for the good, some not so. But all around me, people continue their fight. From the shinobi who search for Alphino, and the Alliance members who make ready to move against the Empire. They march on in the face of great adversity, bearing heavy burdens. Everyone is playing their part, and so must I. You have your own part to play, I know, and it's bigger than most. So I won't keep you. Just promise that you'll visit from time to time, and I promise to have good tidings to share with you when you do. I don't think she could promise that she's gonna have good news, but I hope she does. Oh no, not a meanwhile. Imperial Palace? Man. Take a nice deep breath.
populares no longer present an obstacle. Now is the time to bring the Empire's might to bear. A word from your radiance is all it takes. But one word, and the Imperial army will fall upon Alamigo as a pack of bloodthirsty wolves and tear that feeble nation apart. Have you no words for me? Despite the lengths I go to, an emissary playing the part of a fool. When first I took this face, I swore to use all of my knowledge, all of my power, to further the cause of the Empire. My deeds stand testament to my commitment. And with this adamant flesh at my disposal, I could destroy the Icon Slayer as easily as one might swat a fly. Why do you hesitate? Our enemy is resourceful. Though victory is certain now, it will not remain so indefinitely. Deliberate if you must, but be quick about it. We'll speak again when you have unburdened yourself of doubt. Until then, I take my leave, Father.
I should be the one to sigh. I played my part to perfection. I had earned my rest, and then, thanks to La Habrea's crowning act of idiocy, our favorite emissary sees fit to summon me back. Elidibus was ever a warrior.
I've been waiting to see
A
him.
most tiresome trait, would you not agree? What? Have you no words for me either? No matter. I've long grown weary of this mummery. Now, my dearest grandson, let me remind you of your place in the simplest of terms. You do not make judgments, you administer them. Swiftly and to the letter. Naught else is your concern. Elidibus may be an insufferable bore, but he is no fool. His choices as emissary seldom err. If aught threatens the balance twixt light and dark, it falls to you to remove it. Be it by your own hands or by your armies, you have ample means at your disposal. That is why this empire exists, why I built it. Oh dear, have I touched a nerve? You always were an easy one to read. I pity you, I do. As they say, ignorance is bliss. And I know how much happier you would be not knowing the things you know.
Best final way to see antagonist ever. Yeah, I've heavily avoided anything I have seen a lot of art. Just like people talking about it, so I'm really excited.
The founding father was an Ascian, and he created the Empire solely for the purpose of sowing the seeds of chaos.
Don't take it personally. I merely do my duty.
To bring about a calamity requires no small amount of power, and there is no surer way to obtain such power than by collecting powerful pawns. To that end, I have labored long and hard, and I must say I am quite pleased with my handiwork, paltry though it seems in comparison to Alec.
Oh my. Super confused, but I'm just rolling with it.
Fond of your own voices. Mark me, Ascian. Man is the master of his own destiny.
Such a waste of time and energy, both yours and mine.
Lest you forget you are Emperor now. If you wish to spout drivel about man's destiny, save it for the masses. It will serve to give them a sense of purpose, and you pliant pieces for the game. Oh, do stop sulking, boy. You of all people should understand. Ours is a struggle to restore both mankind and the world to their rightful state. Viewed thus, our goals are one and the same.
Of confusion, but we're just rolling with it because I'm excited to see what happens. Meanwhile, at a resistance encampment somewhere in the Empire. Back to back meanwhile. Glad to see him okay. What in the world? Oh man. Dead. All dead? But I see no wounds, nor any evidence of battle. That's not good. Damn them. They finally used it. The Empire developed an alchemical weapon in Kiribania. Gas. Black Rose it was called. And to breathe it, Just to breathe your last. And that did this? I thought the project abandoned, and its vile fruit destroyed, but naught else could have wrought such an atrocity. Rules. What do they hope to gain with this butchery? Can they not see that a rule won through terror will not endure? How many more provinces must they lose? I don't think they really care. Hey, wait. This is not the work of men, but monsters. The Asians. It cannot be a coincidence that their trail led us here. Their objective was never to rule, but to sow strife and discord. Shadowhunter is not pleased. No, he's not. Very understandable. Such a crime does indeed bear the mark of the bringers of chaos. Black Rose cannot be allowed to kill again. We must find the Asians and put an end to their plot. The music is going in the background. That is really going. Gotta put that new title up. Alright, I guess we will go ahead and continue. 9:30. Nice.
I'm glad you've come, though I'm afraid there's little in the way of good news.
She wouldn't have good news. No, that's me.
After you left, we reached out to both the Alchemists Guild and Stillglade Fane and attempted all manner of treatments. But the results were always the same. Whatever the answer is, it's not alchemy or conjury. Why did it have to be Y'shtola and Urianger and not me? Out of all of us, they are the ones who could feasibly have solved this puzzle. And Elvino's still missing. God, it's all going wrong. Where do we even start?
A grave situation indeed. Might I be of some assistance?
Aww.
Kryle! I did not think you well enough to travel.
When word reached me of the plight of our friends, I could not well stay away. As a fellow scion, not to mention your erstwhile mentor, this is one of those times you should feel free to call on me, regardless of my personal circumstances.
Yes, I should have thought of that. Thank you for coming, Kryle. We would welcome your insight.
And I should be happy to provide it. Now, what's this I hear about Alphino heading into Imperial territory? That boy always did have some funny ideas. Do you remember the speech he gave when he was accepted to the studium?
My life's goal is naught less than the salvation of this star.
That particular grand pronouncement has been a source of great embarrassment to him, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, he meant every word and has lived his life accordingly.
Yes, he remains altruistic to a fault, but I'm worried he was too fixated on his goals to see the dangers, as has happened before.
You needn't be so concerned. Though his values remain the same, Alphino is not the blinkered boy he once was. Slowly but surely his eyes have been opened, thanks to a certain someone. A certain someone whom he'd be mortified to learn had heard about his little speech. Mum's the word, eh? right, I'd better have a look at our patients. They're in the infirmary, I assume. I'll need absolute quiet, so it would be best if I did this alone. If you'll excuse me. All three are in fine physical health. At a glance, I would say they were merely sound asleep. Except for the fact that I couldn't sense the slightest trace of them in their bodies. It's as if their souls have taken leave of their physical forms.
Ah, yes. The Elder Seedseer made a similar observation.
Doesn't sound like good news.
I've read the report. When you heard this mysterious voice, you described feeling as if you were somewhere else, yes? If we assume the ether which comprises your essence is being drawn to some other place, then it may be possible to follow the trail it leaves behind, just as we did in our search for Thancred.
I wasn't around for that, but I can't imagine it was easy.
Oh, it wasn't. But that's no reason not to try. I will have need of Master Matoya's crystal eye if I'm even to make the attempt. So, I suggest we pay her a visit.
Wow, that's been a while. Matoya's key. All right. I suppose we'll go here and then from there. Either way, we have not been there in a while. The build up for Shadowbringers is excruciating. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool because, man, it just kind of it makes it really clear that there is going to be like so much happening. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried I was just going to expose how really just awful I was at getting all my ether currents, but looks like I did my job here. I need a stream just for ether currents. Yeah. Not sure how exciting that would be, but maybe. Aren't there some of them that have you do dungeons that aren't required in the main story? I guess in that case it could be kind of interesting. I'd heard Master Matoya was something of a recluse, but this seems extreme. Still, I'll happily overlook her eccentricities if she agrees to help us. I remember going here with all the cute little frogs. In the, what was it? The Great Google Library? I feel like that was all kind of connected. Could be wrong. Man, was that a pain.
Come to disturb my peace again, have you? I hide myself away in a cave, and still you people insist on pestering me with your problems. Oh, I mistook you for young what's-his-name, but I see now you're the sister. Weren't you supposed to be the lively one? I've seen happier faces at a rain-sodden burial.
Well, I'm sorry to dash your expectations, but the situation isn't exactly conducive to gaiety.
Ha! That's more like it. Stoller used to spit and hiss like a wildcat too. There's a very young thing like you to be filled with fire and leave the doom and gloom to your elders. Now, what exactly does this tragic situation of yours have to do with me?
If I may, Master Matoya, we have need of your crystal eye once more.
And Stoller is one of the afflicted, is she? Very well. She may be an ungrateful stray, but she's my ungrateful stray, and I'll not see her buried before I am.
Right. Let us see what we can see. I'll begin from where our friends first fell, and cast my senses out from there.
What is it? Did you find them?
This doesn't make sense. How is it even possible?
Oh boy.
How is what possible? Kryl, what did you see?
The threads, they just ended. And no, I didn't lose track of them. I followed them as far as they went. It's as if they were cut off.
Could their ether have dissipated? If it had, oh gods! Their bodies are just husks. It's like the Broodmother's daughter all over again.
No, this is different. The Kalyana girl was already dead, body and soul, when Lakshmi effected her resurrection.
Aye, let's not jump to conclusions. If their physical forms yet breathe and show no signs of wasting, then it follows that their souls must still be intact somewhere.
Very stressful.
But where?
That's the question, isn't it, girl? Death has not taken them to the ethereal sea, yet there are no tracks left for us to follow.
We're no closer to an answer than when we started. But knowing their souls are still out there is progress of a sort. We just have to keep looking. Pray, excuse me a moment. Yes? I remember, but... What, to Alamigo? We're on our way. That was Lise. Apparently, a group of Populares have defected to Alamigo, and Maxima, the envoy Alphino left with, is one of them.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I realize we've barely begun here, but...
Go, child, go! You've made up your mind, and life's too short for dithering.
I'll do some digging in the meantime and see if there isn't some other method we could use to continue the search.
Let's be off then.
Oh, not again. The enchantment barely seems to take these days. I'd chalk it up to old age, but I rather doubt it's that simple.
Everything is falling apart.
Before they took ill, Y'shtola and Urianger were sharing notes on a thinning of the ether. It seems to be happening all over.
Does it now? And here I was, all set to blame my woes on that creaking mountain of refuse clogging up the Thaliac. I fear something has gone awry. Still, there's naught to be gained from starting in shadows. You can only do what can be done, and that but one thing at a time.
So that was the woman who tamed Y'shtola. I had the distinct feeling of being grabbed by the scruff of the neck and having the nonsense shaken out of me. When Alphina was back, I'd like to visit again and ask her what tales she has of grandfather. Little frogs, I missed them. I hated when they'd attack me on the way here because I didn't want to kill them because they were just so cute. I almost can't bear to hear what Maxima has to tell us. But it can't be bad news, can it? Lise would have said. Unless there's no point in speculating. Elise said she'd notify the guards of our coming, so we should head straight to the palace gate in the Alamegan Quarter. I'll be praying for good news. Learn what you can about Alphino's plight, and leave the search for our friends' lost souls to me. Greetings, Scions. The commander told me to expect you. Shall I show you in? Sure. We could do a stream for either currents, though. I'm very behind. I worked really hard on them on Heaven's Word, so not sure what happened this time. I guess I was just trying to get through the story.
I'm sorry to drag you halfway across the realm, but when Maxima mentioned Alphino, I thought you'd want to hear the news in person.
Ah, we meet again. Though I was hoping our reunion would be under more auspicious circumstances.
What happened to my brother? Where is Alphino?
Never fear, my lady. Your brother was in fine health when I took my leave of him, and I have no reason to assume that has changed.
You assume?
If you will allow me, I shall endeavor to explain events. Our troubles began not long after we departed Doma. While crossing the burn, we were fired upon by the Emperor's personal guard and forced to make an emergency landing. As we stumbled from the wreckage, our attackers fell upon us again, and we would have perished there and then were it not for the intercession of a third party, a band of mercenaries whose leader claimed to pursue a vendetta against the Ascians. This shadow hunter, as he styled himself, then escorted us out of the wastes to relative safety. Upon arriving back in civilization, I gathered my Populares colleagues and prepared to flee the Empire. Master Alphino, however, declined the invitation to join us, preferring to continue his investigation into the Ascian threat.
Well, at least he's not lying in a heap in the burn.
Fair point.
Tell us more about these Ascian hunters. Who are they? And is Alphino still with them?
He is. As to who they are, I'm afraid I have nothing to tell you. Beyond the fact that they root out and destroy Ascians, they were unwilling to divulge anything which might serve to identify them. They would not even reveal their next destination. But Master Alphino asked to accompany them all the same. Since parting company with your brother, we've been engaged in a game of cat and mouse with the Emperor's guard. We made our way through province after province, finding the army busy restoring order wherever we went, until we finally arrived here in Alamigo. I cannot thank Commander Aldin enough for giving us such an unexpectedly warm welcome.
I'm not inclined to turn away refugees, no matter which land they call home. And if they can tell me how things lie in Garlemald, all the better.
On that subject, there is much I would tell you. During the course of our journey, we heard tales that an entire rebel army had been slaughtered in the space of a single night. It would seem my former comrades grew tired of putting down uprisings in the conventional manner, and chose instead to bring a formidable new weapon to bear. Details were sparse, but the rumor alone was enough to dampen the flames of rebellion. I have also heard reports that several companies have withdrawn from their designated provinces and begun marching westward. It is my assessment that the Empire's forces are mobilizing for a large-scale military engagement.
Westward? You mean they're getting ready to invade Alamigo?
We knew this was coming, but not that it would be so soon.
We've barely even begun to shore up our defenses. They won't stop an invading army.
No, they won't. Dispatch messengers to the Alliance leadership requesting reinforcements, and send word to our officers in the field to hasten completion of those border fortifications. Prepare to meet the Imperials head on! No matter how quickly we act, we still want for time. When the enemy comes into view, our best recourse will be to open negotiations with their commander, and see that the ensuing proceedings take as long as possible.
Raban's always calling the shots. Love it.
Would you and Alize head to Doma and let Lord Hier know about this? I'm sure he'll want to hear about Alphino too.
Consider it done. We'll send word when...
Oh boy.
Untold sorrow must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates.
You heard it too. Well, at least we're both still standing.
Why would she say that?
Oh, thank the gods. I thought we'd lost you for a moment there. Why does this keep happening?
I wish I knew. Nothing we've tried has brought us any closer to an answer. We'll keep working on it. But first, we need to go and see Lord Hier.
Made it to Shadowbringers last night. Amazing. Good for you, Mighty Squee. You're having a good night. We are probably nearing the end for tonight. But we are almost there. We're getting close-ish. But awesome. I hope you're enjoying it. So Alpha is safe, for the present at least. All we need to worry about is a full-scale Imperial invasion. I'm actually glad Lee's tasked us with visiting Lord Hien. Better to be dashing from place to place than sitting around stewing over things that we can't change. To the Enclave. Right now, I know what to do. I always end up teleporting there and then walking. Yeah. Greetings, my friends. I was just discussing future endeavors with the members of our newly formed alliance. Oh, nice. The Kojin and the Confederacy you already know. It was your own strength of arms that won us the cooperation of the steppe tribes. We've also been joined by our neighbors from Nengsha. Nengsha? And the indomitable citizens of Damaska. Though the scattered nature of the latter's resistance will somewhat delay their official introduction. Proud peoples have united under a single purpose, to stand against the tyranny of the Garlean Empire. I'm glad to see your alliance is coming together so swiftly. As things stand, I fear we shall soon have need of your strength. Thank you for bringing me news of Alphino. His fate is never far from my thoughts, and not only because he is our emissary. As for the sudden deployment of Imperial forces, I agree that Alamigo would be wise to shore up its borders with all haste. Every report we received from our shinobi indicates a massing of troops in the western provinces. It seems all but certain that the Empire is poised to bring its fist down upon Eorzea. And I would help deflect that blow. But I cannot risk sending reinforcements just yet. We will remain vulnerable to airborne assault until our wall in the burn is in place. The all-important Allegan barrier. Energy barrier. The energy barrier, yes. I thought to call it something more auspicious. A name drawn from the four lords of legend, perhaps. Or use Aegis? Or some such. Well, just a thought. The Ironworks engineers report that they have finished calibrating the generators and are ready to proceed to the testing stage. Have you time to attend the first test? You've seen the field which protected Az's law firsthand. And I would be interested to hear how you think ours compares. I was gonna say, wouldn't Alphino be the best person for that, but not here. I will come too if you don't mind. Though I am no Stola, I may be able to offer some insight. Of course. Time being of the essence, it would be best if we made directly for the burn. Yugiri, I leave you and Hakuto to begin the war council to a close. Bring the war council to a close. Understood. Your mounts are saddled and ready, my lord. Where are the storms? So many cool little meals you can pick. Okay, I know we streamed for a little bit longer yesterday. It was a special weekend time, but because I'm gonna have to move Wednesday's stream to Thursday, I think Thursday and Friday are gonna be back to back. So I think that will be a perfect opportunity to. We should be able to get to Shadowbringers then. And who knows? Maybe. Oh, maybe we'll like. I don't know. We'll be there soon. But I think it's best to have it for those days back to back. I don't think Tuesday would be a good time to move it, especially since I just had two back to back. I have some stuff to take care of Tuesday, so I think we will. I'm gonna update my channel to just reflect that when I'm absolutely sure. But I think we are going to make up for Wednesday's stream Thursday, so I think we're going to do Thursday, Friday. Maybe something on the weekend, I don't know. I'm trying to think of which days we can add in. move our schedule, update that, maybe add an extra hour or so. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, here's all my socials. I am trying to get my Discord up in more fun. Got some people in it now, so it's in there if that's something you're interested in. And I always post like the most updates I think on my Instagram. I try to use my Twitter more. I use my personal Twitter all the time, but trying to remember to switch between and not just have it be a place where all the go lives go to that I don't even remember go there, honestly. I kind of forget. But anyways, we will definitely be here at the same time. I think Thursday and Friday. We won't be here Wednesday, and I'm gonna update my schedule on here as soon as I get off. Reflect that, and I don't know, maybe we'll add Thursday as a regular day, and maybe weekend day, who knows. That's exciting. But anyways, we will we should be back here Thursday. I would have I just forgot earlier in the week that Wednesdays is gonna have to be postponed, but I won't cancel it. I will definitely just move it to Thursday. I don't think Tuesday makes the most sense. I have some stuff to do, so probably Thursday. Thursday, Friday, back to back. We will definitely get to Shadowbringers in, which is super exciting. Maybe we'll find something else to do. Who knows? Thank you for the stream. Been running a raid. I hope that's going good. Thank you for hanging out in the stream. I thank everybody for hanging out. Helping me with some of the raid mechanics that we had going on there for a bit. Anyway, I hope everyone has a really nice night. And I should see you guys Thursday. Well, I'll be here Thursday at the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's when I'm always here. And yeah, everybody have a really nice night, day. Bye. Have a good night and a fun Wednesday. Thank you. You have a good night too.